The streak is finally over. I prayed for times like this. CJ McCollum, Unk status, glorified, certified. Anything that ends with "I'd." 46 points. LOL Hawks. Hey man, Wizards finally break the streak. 132 to 113, y'all. Did it. We freaking did it. Hold on, let me move chat over here. I ran out of ideas says, I've seen enough. We're winning the championship. You damn right we are. You damn right we are. Fuck it, dude. The Thunder, they don't want this. They don't want this. Are you kidding me? I'm just happy we're not in the record books. I'm just happy that we're not going to be in the record books for the, it was looking grim. It was looking grim. I was just like, the next game we could possibly win is against the Pacers, and we play them in 3 days, actually. So, but then after that, in December, we have a pretty tough schedule. I was like, we may give the Pistons a run for their money, dude. But no, McCollum said enough. Enough. Hey, man, shout out to McCollum. Shout out to Corey Kispert. He went on with a thumb injury. He did not come back, actually. I truly hope that it's nothing big for him because he had an injury last year. 19 points in 24 minutes. Second straight game that Corey Kispert balls out. I actually have an important Corey Kispert question to you guys. Hold on, let me make sure I turn this on real quick. There we go. But yeah, we finally freaking won 132 to 113. Corey Kispert, all right, I'm going to say it right now. We look like a totally different team when Corey Kispert's in the starting lineup. And I'm just like, all right. And this is all obviously predicated if Corey Kispert's not injured, like it's nothing long term or, hopefully it's not anything big. But yeah, and also we finally got a cup win. I believe it's like our first win in the NBA Cup out of 10 games. I believe we're the lone team in the NBA hasn't won an NBA Cup game yet, so there's that. But let me finish this about Corey Kispert. Should he start moving forward? Why don't we move Middleton to the bench, put Corey in a lineup? And I feel like it'll help us in a number of ways. Obviously, we'll look better. Spacing's better, even though Middleton, But we get to showcase Corey more. Like, if Corey continues up these string of performances, we can trade him at the trade deadline. Possibly, like, we don't have to settle for a lowball offer. I was thinking about that the entire first half. I was just like, dude, no, maybe the move is putting Corey in the lineup, move Middleton to the bench, and let's roll with those two vets. Right? Let me know what y'all think about that. We showcase Corey more, but also, because I still feel like we're going to trade Corey, man, in the trade deadline. Young Mo says, shit, now's the time to trade CJ. Yep. But yeah, man, I am just dumbfounded by this because after the first quarter, we were up by 22 points. And, the Hawks were making some run here and there in the second quarter. As a matter of fact, I believe they cut it down. We were up by 29 points. They cut it down to, I believe, 12 or 13 points. And I was just like, here we freaking go. Here we freaking go. But McCollum kept coming in and saving the day. Like the Hawks would go on a run, and then McCollum will get 5 straight points. He kept saving us. And it seemed like after the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, the Hawks were like, all right, fuck it. They gave up. And they were chucking up a lot of threes. Like they were panicking in the first quarter. But, man, McCollum, 17 of 25, 10 of 13 from the three. This man was on fire. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Fuck it, man. Cam was not cooking it. Yeah, Cam, I mean, nobody in the bench got in a rhythm today. The starters played lights out today. Starters played lights out. Maybe Bub Carrington, Bob Carrington had a solid game. 10 points, 6 assists, 3 turnovers though, in 22 minutes of play. But man, of course, Alex Sarr. Beautiful game by Alex Sarr. 27 points, 11 rebounds. His defense actually was one of the main reasons why we went out in a hot start. I mean, our defense in general, but, these easy transition buckets that we were getting got us in a rhythm, and we never let go. See, I thought we were going to let go. I felt it. Midway through the second quarter, I was like, it's the same old story, dude. Have a great first quarter. We had a fantastic first quarter. And then, slowly deteriorate until we're, a freaking carcass in the fourth quarter. But, man, shout out, man. Those 3 players, McCollum, Kispert, and Sarr. 3 studs. Kispert had 19 points in 24 minutes. And everybody was calling McCollum to go to for 50. And he was trying. And kudos to Keith to keep him in the game. How many blocks did Sarr have? Sarr had 2 blocks, but he contested a lot of shots, man. He was changing. I saw who was it? Let me see. Jalen Johnson wasn't it the entire night. He's never in a rhythm. 3 of 12 from the field. I think it was Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I think it was Nickeil driving to the rim multiple times. Sarr's right there. He felt the presence. He dribbled back out to the 3. Sarr, man. 11 of 15. Big man energy. MVP chance. Multiple MVP chance. Hey, man. I want an MVP chant in the chat. MVP. Love this from Alex Sarr, man. I'm really happy for him, man. Let's see here. Who would you give player of the game to? CJ. CJ, man. CJ saved us from those runs in the second quarter. I could have easily, if it wasn't for CJ, they would have been in the game in the second quarter. They cut it down to 12. It was 29 points, and they cut it down to 12. CJ went on a 5-0 run, multiple 5-0 runs on his own. But Sarr also had a great game, man. Kispert had his 1 good game out of 10. He'll be asked the next 9 games. Well, Kispert, hold on now. I ain't no big Kispert fan, but Kispert had a solid game the last game as well. Second straight game in the starting lineup. Hold on. Will Pullen says, yo, I'm at the game. I caught the signed ball from CJ after the game. Are you trolling? Can you send a picture in the chat? I don't think you can send a picture in the chat. Shit, man, that's dope. You caught the signed ball from CJ after the game. This man wants to trade Keyshawn George. I can't. I can't. But let me go to my notes real quick, man. Trey Johnson out. Keyshawn George is sick, illness. No Marvin Bagley, and we've still got the dub. Corey starting. I have my question right here. I was like, dude, why don't we just put Corey in the starting lineup? Build his trade value, and let's go from there. Lockdown Law says, Sarr's my dog, but without CJ going ape, they lose this game. Yeah, that's true. I agree. But Sarr, nothing from Sarr, though. Sarr had an awesome game today on both ends. Yeah, man, dude, I want to start Corey. What would the lineup be? CJ, Bilal, Corey, Key, and Sarr. Y'all like that? CJ, Bilal, Corey, Key, Sarr. Move Middleton to the bench. Let's showcase Corey Kispert We're actually going to play better with Corey Kispert and starting the spacing. Like, I don't know, man. It's something. Our starting lineup looks completely different with Corey Kispert in the lineup. Does, man. Now, will it help the tank? Perhaps not, but, you know, McCollum made 3 straight threes. At one point, dude, we were up by 31-8. And in the first quarter, 45 points to 23 points. The actual 45 points was actually a franchise record by us. Kispert at 16 points. McCollum at 12 points. A lot of transition buckets. The one thing I want to note this is that the Vooch pissed me off in the first quarter, man. He had a 2-1 fast break with Cam Whitmore. And this selfish motherfucker tries to do it on his own, loses control of the ball, turns it over. And then on top of that, Cam Whitmore's like, dude, what the hell? I'm right here. When Cam Whitmore goes on you about not being a team player, you know you effed up. I can't with the Vooch, man. I really can't. Lockdown Law says Bilal can take a seat. He is not starter material. I'm not giving up on Bilal. Sorry, dude. I'm not giving up Bilal. Even though he did go 0 of 3 from the 3 today. That is not it with him, man. He had solid defense, though, in the first half. No, throughout this entire night, he had a solid defense. Bilal was a plus 29 tonight. Well, look at the starting lineup. Screw my face. Hold on. Plus 34, plus 23, plus 30, plus 19, plus 29. The third highest plus minus of the team. Yeah, he wasn't it. Bilal gave you 0 offensively. He did have a couple of nice dunks, though. Was aggressive. He was aggressive in the first quarter, and then he just faded away. But we just need him to hit those threes, man. Yep, Sir Tut is correct. He said he tried to get the oop back, but his handles are trash. Whitmore would have added to his dunk of the year compilation, man. Yeah, I agree. Vucevic fucked it up, man. And you saw Cam Whitmore's frustration. He was like, dude, what the hell? I'm right behind you. Cam Whitmore would have dunked on both of them. Oh, man, that one pissed me off. It's like the Vooch sometimes gives me like JaVale McGee vibes. Not like his game, but like his mental. He like really sometimes gives me just JaVale McGee vibes. All about himself. Doesn't really care about the team. I mean, JaVale McGee with the Wizards, 2009. I'm just like, this guy's IQ is just like, what the hell? It's annoying. Right here. Vooch, negative. Yeah, 7 points, but in the first half, especially in the second quarter, like when we were playing him, I was just like, oh, they're gonna come back because of the Vooch. Middleton shouldn't be getting so many minutes. I agree. He did have a lot of assists tonight. He had 12 assists. But they were praising him in the announcers were praising him. And I was just like, they're cooking him defensively though. Like the announcers were praising Middleton for his defense. I'm just like, what are you talking about? No offense to Middleton, but they're cooking him right now. Now I saw Middleton losing his player a lot today. It wasn't in the first half. In the second half, he did clean up a bit. But, he played 31 minutes. But he did have a solid, 7 rebounds, 12 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. We should get Gafford back for Kispert. Huh. Hold up. Gafford for Kispert would fit a need. We get a backup big to pair with Sarr. a big who can play with Sarr. Solid contract. Huh. I don't know. That's a good one, though. I didn't think about that. But, I mean, Dawkins did trade him away, though. Would Dawkins trade? I mean, I don't know. That's a good one. I like that one. I definitely thought Robert Williams for Kispert. Even Robert Williams with an expiring deal, though. So we would probably have to, like, maybe attach 1 second-round pick to it. Yeah, because Kispert got a long-term deal. Kispert, I believe, has 3 more years left. But it's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Anyways, let me freaking finish my notes. Let me move my freaking face. At halftime, 27 points on McCollum, Kispert 17, Sarr 15, dropped a season high 77 points in the first half. We limit the Hawks to 41% from the field and 9 turnovers. I kept right here. McCollum keeps saving the team, or he kept saving the team in the first half, especially in the second quarter when the Hawks were going on their run. They had multiple runs in the second quarter, and he just alleviated it. This is what McCollum was supposed to do. You see, when we're a young team, we're rebuilding. We have our veterans. The veterans are supposed to alleviate the opponent's runs. This is what he was supposed to do. Not score 46 a night, but like, you know, he had like the first 10 games of the season, not even that, 11, 12, but definitely in the first 10, he was nowhere to be found when the opponents were going on a 10, 12, 14-0 run. We were giving the ball, and he was just like, couldn't finish at the rim, couldn't create anything. Brandon Coates says, nah, Gafford threw us under the bus low-key before. Yeah, I mean, also, I don't know if the Mavericks would want it. I don't know if the Mavericks would want Corey Kispert. The Mavericks are seeming to looking to explode, to like blow up their team. I don't know if they want to take on a long-term contract. You know, is Derek Lively available? I feel like they're gonna want to build around Derek Lively and Cooper Flagg. But team right here, Kispert injured his hand, didn't return. Sarr MVP chat, but most importantly, Brendan Haywood sucks as an announcer, man. Haywood sucks, man. I can't. I think I got an ear infection tonight. I couldn't, dude. I couldn't. Give me Drew Gooden back. See, I thought I'd never say those words. I really thought I would never say those, but give me Drew Gooden back. Haywood just, first of all, he's not funny. And also he was semi-rude to Chris Miller. I don't know if y'all caught that. I'm just like, dude, you know, I mean, I like Chris Miller. I'm not like his biggest fan, you know, but I'm just like, what the fuck? You're being a try-hard. I don't know. I didn't like Haywood at all. He was annoying to me. I was like, dude, get the hell out. I can't, dude. Not only that, but he was stating the most obvious things. He was stating the most obvious things the entire night, just like Drew Gooden does. But his was even worse. Oh, water is blue. You know, if they're going on a run, you would like to play good defense. Like, what the come on, dude. Give me Phil Chenier back, man. Give me Phil Chenier back. Yeah, mad, boring conversations. I couldn't with Haywood, man. I was just like, dude, what the fuck, dude? I actually, at one point, I put my, because I was watching on Mets streams, I put it on mute, no volume. I was like, I don't want to hear. See, I don't want to hear his voice. Yes, we need Steve Buckets and Phil Chenier. Dagger. Give me one. Like, you know, I know that when Ted Leonsis got the team, he wanted, I guess, a change of scenery or whatever the hell. As if freaking Steve Buckets and Phil Chenier were playing on the hardwood. You know, they were not. Damn, he said, give me Kutcher back. Remember when he dogged on Ben Simmons? And that shit went viral. Why do you all want other teams' trash? I mean, I don't really. It was a head scratcher regarding the not a head scratcher. I was processing the Daniel Gafford thing. So I didn't think about that. Um, let's see here. I'll take Kutcher over Miller all day. Yeah. Who else? John Wall? What if John Wall becomes one of the announcers? I think he needs more experience, though. He needs more experience. John Wall. Bruh, put John Wall and Marcin Gortat as the announcers. They got that chemistry. And if they argue, the ratings will go up. We love drama. And people love drama. Bro, make Marcin Gortat and John Wall the announcers, dude. Fuck it. Fuck, isn't Marcin Gortat in... Is he... No, he was in a coach. He was a coach at one point, actually. An assistant coach. Maybe Marcin Gortat, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Agent Zero... No, Gary Arenas going to say something stupid, man. He's going to fucking... Nah, he has his own thing. He'll never do it. Wall will get Gortat paid for a second time. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Drew Gooden is more like a coach than an announcer. All right, let's see. Let's look at some highlights. We need to celebrate tonight, y'all. It's not that often we win. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. We may go on a losing streak after this. But fuck it. I'm going to put chat away for 1 second. Let's look at the highlights real quick. CJ McCollum. Yeah, man, he was on fire. And they were definitely trying to get him 50, but towards the end, it just wasn't going down. The big Eiffel. Alexandre. Woo! Finishing at the rim, something that we've all wanted since last year. Enough with the perimeter play, man. You are 7'1", athletic. Use it to your advantage. And he did. Bub in the mid-range. Let's see more of this, man. He has it in his bag. That's one of his, the mid-range prints from last year, though. Champagne had a solid night. This is a steal. Yeah, I remember I saw it. Yeah, Bilal Coulibaly. Bilal was good defensively, though. You have to give him that. But just offensively, it's like the story. It's like the same old story with Bilal, though. Like, you know what you're going to get defensively from him, and he's still growing in that aspect. But offensively, man, you can't just be a whole negative out there. Be a threat at least, please. He is a good passer, though. I believe he's averaging 4 assists. I think 4 assists per 36. 4.6. I have no life. I know this. Yep, to end the half. That's what I'm saying. Look at the score. We are up by 19. They kept going on runs, and CJ kept bailing us out, as a veteran should. Beautiful. Six of 7 from the three in the first half so far with this. He was on fire, man. I wonder what we can fetch for CJ, man. Obviously, if he continues this type of play, but he has values in 2 ways. Expiring contract, big expiring contract. I believe it was like, what, how much? $26 million he's making? I'll confirm that right now. On top of that, he's still a guy who's in your rotation in a deep playoff team. Maybe he's not a starter anymore, but, you know, a 6-man off the bench, scoring punch, veteran who's been there, done that. Yes, he has value. I just wonder First, it'll be what the Wizards actually want. Do they want to take on a bad contract? If they do, you get more value in return because they'll have to attach assets. You know, hopefully we can do another Marcus Smart type of trade like we did last year. Beautiful dunk. Keep feasting the transition, boy. You and Cam Whitmore. He's still young. Not giving up on Bilal. Yeah, man. I don't know. Sorry. Let me look up his contract real quick. CJ McCollum. How much money is he making? Is it? I thought it was 26. 30s. My bad. I was way off. $30 million. So yeah, he has a $30 million expiring. I'm hoping we get another Marcus Smart type trade, man. Dump. See, like, back it up. No, not like that. I was like something stupid. You know what I mean? Like, teams who want to dump contracts, come to us. Come to us. We'll take your shitty contracts for the 1 year, though. You know? Bilal's Lou Dort for us. That's the hope. That's the plan. Before I end the stream, we do this tradition here. We look at the Tankathon. Because I know all of us, including myself, are going crazy with this. So this is the current Tankathon odds. We are still tied now for number one. We are tied with the Pacers. All right. As a matter of fact, the Pelicans won last night. For those that don't know, the Pelicans won last night. So kudos to them. We're tied with the Pacers. We play the Pacers November 28th. That is on Friday. Shit. Yeah, Friday, I think. Yeah. So that's going to be a big game. That's going to be a real big game. I think we play in Indiana as well. So for the tanking crowd, yeah, dude, no, that's a big game. That's a big game. Hopefully, I don't know. It's kind of hard. We got the dub now. If we lose to them, I would not be mad at all. I actually would be I'll be in the middle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate feeling conflicted like this, you know, rooting for your team to lose. But, you know, it would help us out a lot. Even though I kind of feel like the Pacers are going to go on a run sooner or later. Like, they're getting back their team. They're getting back their players. They still got Rick Carlisle. But the Pelicans won, which is awesome. The Hornets are starting to piss me off again, man. The Hornets are pissing me off. They're in a 6-game losing streak. There's rumors about the LaMelo Ball wanting out. They actually started off solid, man. They were 4-8. No, 4-7 at one point. And I was just like, okay, Brandon Miller will come back. Perhaps, maybe they can be a 500 team or a sub-500 team, like close, you know. No, these motherfuckers, now they're in a 6-game losing streak. They're 4-13. They're back in the picture now and tanking. Yeah, Locked On Law says Indiana went to the finals a year ago. They are not a 2-win team. What a crock. Yeah, even though they lost Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton, they're not a 2-win team. They're not. I don't want to predict how many wins they're going to get this year, but I think they're going to get like maybe 20, maybe early 20s, mid 20s. Maybe more. But they started off really bad, but still, I'm not. Nah, Rick Carlisle's too good of a coach, man. The Kings have won 2 straight games. I was worried about the Kings, man. Granted, they can go on a freaking 14-game losing streak like us, but hopefully they don't blow up their team. I know some of y'all want Sabonis, but Dallas is on a 2-game losing streak. They look like they will blow up their freaking team. I'm worried about Dallas. Right now, like I said always, our biggest competition is the Nets. I'm going to toss in Dallas. Pelicans. Even though, I keep thinking about the Pelicans, but the Pelicans, obviously, like we all know this, they don't have their first-round pick next year. They traded their unprotected first-round pick for Derek Queen, who's been balling, but they have no incentive to tank. The Pelicans have no incentive to tank whatsoever. They want to win. And they actually have talent. Their talent is just stupid. They don't mesh well. Zion's in and out. But they got some nice rookies. Fears and Queen are balling, especially Queen. They got Trey Murphy, Jones. You know, they got talent, dude. They just need to freaking figure it out, man. But, you know, hopefully they can go in a... But they're also in the West. They're also in the West. Could you imagine if we were in the West? Could you imagine if we were in the West? I don't even want to think about that. That'd be crazy. Are we going to trade in the Thunder pick? I was thinking about that. I would like to believe Will Dawkins is going to be cooking again in the trade deadline this year, just like he did last year. I would like to believe that, considering we got a shitload of cap space. I believe we have the most cap space out of anybody after when this offseason hits. I would like to believe that we're still one of the primary destinations to dump salary. So who knows? Maybe we have another low first-round pick, and we can combine them both, move up. But this is the race, y'all. November 28th against the Pacers. This is it. Remember, and the last thing before I end the stream, because we are the Wizards and we have shit luck all around. Remember, our pick is top 8 protected, which means in order to secure our pick and not get screwed in the draft, we have to have a top 4 losing record. If we are number 4 with the 4th worst record, the lowest we can go is 8. Now, obviously, if we, that's just for precautionary measures. We can have the 6th worst record, but obviously we can jump up and keep our pick, obviously. But like to play it safe, because we have to play it safe, man. End the season with a top 4 losing record, and we will not, even the worst case scenario, lose our pick to the Knicks. And Caleb Wilson is growing on me. I used to say, man, give me a top 3. Give me top 3. I'm good with the top 3. Now I'm just like, I think top 4. Caleb Wilson looking like Scotty Barnes in the future. Mikael Brown Jr. Hey, man, I'm excited, but, this game coming up November 28th against the Pacers, right? Yes, I believe it's the Pacers. November 28th. Washington Wizards schedule. Yes, November 28th, Friday at 7:30. Get your meth streams up, your buff streams. Don't pay $20 a month to Monumental. Screw them. Screw Ted Leonsis. He doesn't care about us. He hires Brandon Haywood as an announcer. I couldn't, dude. I can't. I just can't. Even though, I'm not going to lie, I tried going live through a Summer League game earlier this year, and I was complete ass. I was horrible. And I was just like, you know what? I gained a newfound respect for dudes like Steve Buckhands, Phil Chenier. I was like, how did they do it? I don't know. But, that's a talent right there. But, I don't know, man. Get freaking John Wall, Marcin Gortat, Eton Thomas, and Brandon Haywood. That would be an awesome pairing. Eton Thomas with his glasses, he can read poetry during halftime. Give me Eton Thomas and Brandon Haywood. They can hash it out too. See, I want drama. I'm toxic like that. Give me freaking, give me Bradley Beal and Spencer Dinwiddie. No, fuck that. I don't want Dinwiddie in here. I don't know, man. Just give me anybody. I just don't like Haywood. Actually, I appreciated Haywood as a player. He used to always scream whenever he freaking dunked and like that. He cared about his stats a lot. But as an announcer, I was like, I couldn't, dude. I really couldn't. Kudos to Chris Miller, even though some of y'all think he's whack. To each their own. But anyways, I'm going urgent. We play the Pacers Friday. I'll see y'all after the game there in Indiana. This is a critical game, dude. This is a critical game for the Tankathon odds. Yeah. Because whoever wins loses out. Or I guess whoever loses is at the top of the Tankathon odds for the time being. Things can change. But, y'all, man, Wizards got the dub. Let's celebrate. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. A dude in the chat said he got a ball from CJ McCollum. Bro, I am waiting for the picture, dude. Will Pullen. I'm waiting for the picture. That's awesome. I caught the signed ball from CJ after the game. Tanking in the NBA is suspect. Somehow the teams in the NBA want to win. Always wins the lottery normally do. E.g. Wemby to the Spurs and Cooper Flag to the Dallas Mavericks. Because the NBA is the WWE. The NBA needs, they crave, they need that story. They need a story. It's the WWE now, man. I was thinking that maybe Adam Silver implements a new rule this year. I don't know. It's still way early in the season, dude. We're only in November. Like, we got what? December, January, February, March, April. We got 5 months of this Tankathon circus. 5 months of me being on this freaking website. I'm tired of this website, but I'm here at least twice a day. I'm not lying. I check the scores of every single game every single night before I go to bed. I really, when I found out that the Pelicans won last night, I was cheering. I have no life, dude. The Wizards, we need this pick. But anyways, I'm talking too much. Take care, everybody. I'll see y'all on Friday. I may drop a video on Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Hopefully y'all get to spend it with your family, with your loved ones. You know what I mean? Don't bring up the Wizards. Actually, no. Bring up the Wizards to the table. Did you watch them beat the Hawks? It's a good starter up. Good combo starter. Nobody in my family watches the basketball, though. They watch football. I don't like football. Soccer. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the next stream.